Interesting.
It looks a bit dangerous.
It does look a little bit dangerous, but when all these edges are sanded down, which will take a bit of time, you know, it'll be perfectly safe, but not really one for the children, I think.
So how long do you think it would take to do something like this?
It'll take an afternoon.
Yeah? Don't believe you.
No, well...
Leave a weekend. Leave a weekend if he says an afternoon.
To make the Spice Girl curls, twist the metal using pliers, and after one long afternoon, the container will be complete.
You know, I'm not sure that this thing called a houseplant really does exist, because all plants come from the great outdoors, from some part of the world or other. But when we do take them into our houses, how do we look after them? Most important thing is to get the watering right. You don't want it too wet or too dry, so put your finger into the compost and see how damp it is. Next thing, plants don't like to be in a drafty position, so keep them away from doors that are opening or closing. And thirdly, they like a constant temperature, even if that's slightly on the cool or warm side, as long as it's constant. It's the most important thing. Finally, have some moisture in the atmosphere, so every day, if you can, mist it a little bit with one of these cheap misters.
Finally, for the less green-fingered, a couple of quick container ideas. Get rid of your spaghetti and make the jars into an instant bottle garden. Put compost at the bottom and add one piece of charcoal. This would absorb any excess water. Then add coloured stones and a plant.
Beans means very good containers for my herbs.
To make Dermot's herb jars, just soak off the labels and bang a few holes in the bottom.
It's amazing to see the power of plants and how they can soften a room like this, you know, with all the brickwork and the wood and everything like that. They really give a lightness of touch to the whole place.
Yeah, I think for the inside, Dermot, you haven't done a bad job, really.
Thanks, Tessa, but now I think it's out there I have to go. Mind you, that's another series.
Last year, we ran a competition to find the best young interior designer in the country. And we found Oliver Heath, who has, as you can see, his own stand here with some of his winning ideas on it. This year, we're hunting for the best family decorators. Couples with and without kids have been writing in. Here are our decorating daredevils this week with their kids in tow. Behind this conservative exterior lies an explosion of vivid colour and clashing styles. It's home to Keith and Jo White from Poole in Dorset and their two daughters, Jamie and Sash.
I hear that you two only took 9 months to do up this place. Did you really?
We did, honestly.
It was last May.
Honestly, yeah. We moved in the end of May and we're finished a month ago, 6 weeks ago.
Would you say that you're both obsessed?
Yes.
Pretty much
very
so.
addicted. You know, we'll come straight back from work and do it, and we'll work through to 12, 1 o'clock at night. That's how obsessed we get.
I have to say, I've never seen a house quite as decorated as this one. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Well, we don't really think it's outlandish. You know, this is so strange. People say to us, oh, I know the colours, and I don't think it's that... I could get more freaky than this, I really could.
Decorating is a family affair. The girls, Jamie and Sash, have some pretty definite ideas of their own.
My room, well, we've got a purple bed with my name written on the boat, and it's got orange walls and red carpets, and it's got some orange and yellow curtains. Well, the colours I chose, green and yellow and silver. I picked this bed because I used to like Cinderella.
But how would the family tackle just one empty room in the competition?
Normally we get blanket out, don't we? Get it bare, sit down, normally have a beer or something and just look at the walls. and then take it from there, don't we?
Take it from the colour first, I thought.
Who does what with the decorating?
Well, Keith does all the building work. So when we did this room, I wanted to have the leopard, and then Keith said, well, should we bamboo the bed? You know, and I'll make a bamboo cupboard. So then he does that, and then he left the room to me. So then he just comes back in and fits the carpet, and I did all the colours. I'm a great car booter and tip run. We do like the tip. We go down the tip and get a load of gear from down there. We got the kids' cupboards I got from the Salvation Army that I painted and cut the saw.
Dining room table, one from the...
That was from a building site.
Yeah.
I love this table. Did you make this?
We did. We made it about 4 years ago, and it's an electric cable drum. You can see from the underneath. We literally just tiled it with swimming pool tiles because they're highly polished and they're all sealed. It is a really hard-wearing table.
To get Jo and Keith's individual style, use everyday materials ingeniously. Ordinary cardboard tubing cut to various lengths covers a bland Artex ceiling. Customise your existing furniture. Keith transformed an old wardrobe by jigsawing a lattice pattern. Be bold, be adventurous, use colour on just about everything. And don't be afraid to bend the rules. We're only a few miles from Coventry here at the NEC, and my research tells me that it's in that direction. Coventry is where Albert, Tricia, Mia and Ben McCosker live. We introduced them last week on the programme, and we'll be following their progress throughout the series as they update their bungalow. Let's go and see how they're getting on now. Each member of the family has very clear ideas about what they do and don't like.
Really looking forward to Homefront coming here and giving us a new home.
Look at this. I mean, it's a joke, isn't it?
This will be the area where I'll be able to come and study away from everybody else. And I can't wait.
I want it to be nice and spacious, somewhere I can kick my feet up at the end of the day and relax.
It's early February and work needs to get underway, but there's already been a hitch.
Planning permission. This was used as a commercial property and we didn't realise we needed planning permission to go back to ordinary residential use. So I'm surrounded by documentation and I have to get my neighbours' consent as well. So I'm going to keep them sweet, get them down the pub with me for a pint and it should be okay.
The family dog Jem spends most of her busy day lost in her own thoughts, but the smell of new arrivals is in the air. There are a few other essentials you'll need if you're going to undertake major work on your house. The first thing you'll need is a Norman. And a Norman will probably bring with him a Gary. Norman's first assignment on the project was to consider the Homefront designer's initial ideas, and it was clear a second opinion might be needed. You'll need to submit a building notice application to the planning department of your local council. They'll send round an inspector to assess how feasible your plans are.
Majesty, the three main aspects to the job that we wish to consider. One is the removal of this bathroom to integrate it into this bedroom.
The three major changes to the property will be 1. To enlarge Mia's room by knocking through to the existing bathroom. 2. To create a larger ensuite bathroom for Albert and Tricia. And 3. To convert a spare room into the new family bathroom.
What the regulations require is that the bathroom has what's termed rapid ventilation, which is just purely an opening window, and also we must provide extract ventilation by means of fitting an extract fan.
Are you saying that that is a must, as a requirement?
Yes, that is a must, that is a requirement for the regulations.
Fine. Okay.
As Tricia's just about to set off, Norman's troops are only just arriving. The McCoskers are planning to stay in the bungalow while all the work takes place, so the furniture needed to be removed and protected from dust and debris. Then it was out with the old carpet. The old bathroom suite was heading for the skip, and the washing machine was relocated. Then the real work began on enlarging Mia's room.
old gem.
By the time Tricia came home, the builders had certainly made an initial impression.
Well, Tricia?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Very good. Oh, you've been busy, haven't you? Gosh, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's made it really, really much bigger than
I know, it's going to be amazing, isn't it?
And Tricia's new ensuite bathroom was already taking shape.
Gosh.
Your washing machine's still got all the washing in it.
Has it? Gosh, you've been very busy, haven't you?
Did you do me a big favour?
Did you do any?
Of course I did.
What did you do?
Put your fingers in that socket and get the insurance out.
A week later, and Albert's still in high spirits. But with no mod cons, he's relying heavily on the neighbours for the most basic facilities. The early start is a rude awakening for one member of the household, though.
Well, we're in the kitchen, and I'm sleeping in here at the moment because all the builders are in my room building. It's okay. I mean, you know, I'm closer to the food if I want like a little midnight snack or something. No, it's fine. I've got a bed in here, haven't I, sir?
With projects like this, there'll always be unforeseen problems, and the bungalow is no exception. Norman's back on site, around the back of the bungalow, investigating damage to one of the walls.
We can see that we've got this crack appearing on this new blockwork wall. We really must get the building inspector in because this constitutes a major structural problem to the property where we need further advice.
A damp patch on the other side of the wall in the new bathroom meant the McCoskers were about to encounter their first major problem.
It's put a damper on it. I feel a bit low just at this time over this because we're on a budget with every area of the bungalow, so I'm really... this looks like quite a major damp problem, which we hadn't accounted for. I'm just worried, very worried.
It's not all bad news, though, and preparations underway for the new central heating system. The old system was drained using the latest high-tech methods. If you want to update your boiler, you could take advantage of the government's energy saving initiative and get £200 back on the cost of installing an energy efficient boiler like this one. That should save about 30% on your annual heating bill. So, despite some delays, there's plenty of preparation for the builders to carry on with, in both Mia's room and the master bedroom. With all the upheaval, Tricia and Albert are discovering the true meaning of neighbourhood watch as they retreat to their new haven.
It's mayhem, isn't it?
A little dusty, trifle dusty.
I think the only way we're coping is because we're allowed to come over here to our sanctuary. So we come over to Gail and Colin's and we have our showers and we have our meals.
Yeah.
And Colin cooks me bacon sandwiches.
We're having our post redirected here, Cole, by the way. Did you know that?
As long as they don't get the bills as well, it'll be okay.
I have tried dusting, but now I've decided I'm leaving that off and I'm just going to write my name in it. To say nothing of the open plan loo. And we have said to each other, if we can cope with this, when the bungalow's done, it's going to make us appreciate it all the more, really.
Oh,
isn't it?
absolutely. We knew we were in for a time of it, really, and we accepted it on that basis. So
we're muddling through.
We'll muddle through. If the builders and everyone else can cope with it, then we'll cope with it.
Recognise this? This is the room that Jocasta Innes designed for the programme last week, and by magic it's been recreated here. Jocasta's around too, as are other Homefront regulars, Neville Griffiths, Oliver Heath, Lloyd Farmer and Fiona Samler, as well as Anne, Dermot and me, of course. The show's on in Birmingham until Sunday, and if you'd like any more information, call 0990 12 2270. That's 0990 12 2270. Well, that's all from us here for this week, but please join me again for next week's show. See you then. Bye-bye.
And for the next hour, designer Anne McKevitt is online to offer more inspiration, advice and ideas for your home makeovers at www.beeb.com.